73. Each formation is the offense's attempt to create an unfair advantage somewhere on the field.
Okay.
The question is, which advantage do you want? Better blocking, more receivers, the
I don't know. I feel like I would want like a good balance of like everything. You feel me?
element of surprise. You can't have everything. By the end of this video, you'll understand how offenses try to stack the deck in their favor before the ball is even snapped. T formation.
T formation.
The T formation is the grandfather of almost every offensive formation you see today. Picture this. The quarterback lines up directly behind the center with three running backs spread out behind him in the shape of a T.
The
fullback is directly behind the quarterback with two halfbacks on either side. It sounds ancient, but this formation...
That's a strange position, bro. Why is the fullback in the middle? Wouldn't the fullback be like on the outside of the two? I feel like it would be one running back with two fullbacks. If that's the position, I don't understand why the fullback is in center.
Changed everything. In 1940, the Chicago Bears used the T formation to demolish the Washington Redskins.
Man, niggas came a long way, bro. Look at this shit.
1940, the Chicago...
God damn, bro. Damn, son. Niggas came a long way for
Bears used the T formation to demolish the Washington Redskins 73-0 in the NFL championship game. That single game ended the era of the single wing offense and started the modern era of football where quarterbacks take snaps under center. George Halas perfected this formation because it gave the quarterback four options on every play. Hand off to the fullback up the middle, pitch to either halfback going outside, or keep it and run himself. The defense couldn't predict which option was coming until the quarterback made his decision. But here's what made it revolutionary. The quarterback was in complete control. In the old single wing, the ball was snapped directly to different players. The T formation put one player in charge of every decision, creating the quarterback position as we know it today. Modern teams don't use the pure T formation anymore, but every formation with the quarterback under center traces back to this concept. It taught offenses that having one decision maker could create chaos for defenses. I formation. Take the T formation
shit
and line up those running backs in a straight line behind the quarterback. One decision maker. T formation and line up those running backs in a straight line behind the quarterback. That formation came to this. Use the quarterback position as we know it today. Modern teams don't use the pure T formation anymore, but every formation with the quarterback under center traces back to this concept. It taught offenses that having one decision maker could create chaos for defenses. I formation.
I formation.
Take the T formation.
Well, we got fullback in front of the in front of the running back, two wide receivers, it's one tight end. Feel me? All right, we got defensive lineman. Word. Cool.
Formation and line up those running backs in a straight line behind the quarterback. That's the I formation, and it dominated football for decades. The quarterback takes the snap under center. The fullback lines up directly behind him, about 4 yards deep. The tailback lines up behind the fullback, another 4 yards back. When you look at it from above, the three players form the letter I. This formation was built for one thing, punishing defenses with physical football. The fullback acts like a human battering ram. On most plays, he destroys any linebacker or safety who tries to tackle the tailback. The tailback follows with fresh legs and a clear path. Think of it like having a personal bodyguard who clears the way. The fullback takes the hit so the tailback doesn't have to. This created some of the most dominant rushing attacks in NFL history. The Cowboys used this in the 90s with Emmitt Smith following Daryl Johnston. The fullback would blow up linebackers, and Smith would glide through the gap for huge gains. The Steelers built their dynasty around Franco Harris, running behind powerful fullbacks. If a successful running game is established using the I formation, offenses can mix in devastating play-action passes where the quarterback fakes a handoff to the running back and then steps back to make a pass. When this happens, linebackers might jump towards the line of scrimmage expecting a run, leaving open space across the middle for tight ends and receivers. Defenses might respond to a successful I formation by switching to something like a 4-4 formation, where a safety or cornerback is replaced with an extra linebacker or lineman. bigger, stronger positions that are more effective against the run. However, this weakens their ability to protect against the pass and requires their defensive backs to cover receivers without much or any support. Instead of changing formations, a defense might first try to adjust their technique by doing something like smash the line. This is where defensive linemen will slant their movement towards one side of the field, which might close off running lanes or cause the offensive line to hesitate or miscommunicate blocking assignments amongst each other if they aren't prepared for it. This is an example of the chess game coordinators play throughout a game to try and outsmart their opponent. Single back. Remove the fullback from the I formation.
Out of the T and out of the I like the I. I don't think you need two. I don't think you need three people behind the QB. I feel like it's the grandfather of this. It started like the position for the QB, cool. But like I feel like I don't think you need three people behind the QB. I think one person behind the QB is enough, and everybody else should be ready to catch the ball or block, bro.
Spread out your receivers. Now you have the single back formation, also called the ace formation. One running back, usually about 5 yards behind the quarterback. This formation offers perfect balance.
That's nice.
You can run the ball with the running back. You can throw to multiple receivers. You can use the running back as a receiver. The defense can't cheat towards stopping any one aspect because you're equally dangerous in multiple ways. But here's the key innovation, the slot receiver. With only one back in the backfield, you can put an extra receiver in the slot. That's the space between the tackle and the outside receiver. This creates a mismatch because someone has to cover that slot receiver, usually a linebacker who's too slow. The single back formation forces defenses to make difficult choices. If they bring an extra defender into the box to stop the run, you throw to the slot receiver. If they cover the slot receiver with a defensive back, you run the ball against a lighter box. Bill Walsh's 49ers perfected this formation in the 80s with their West Coast offense. They'd use quick passing to the slot receiver to replace the running game, then hit receivers on deeper routes when defenses adjusted. The formation also allows for maximum pass protection. With 5 receivers eligible to catch passes, you can keep the running back in to block, giving you 6 blockers against any pass rush. Or you can send the back out on a route, creating a mismatch against a linebacker. Modern NFL teams use variations of the single back on about 40 to 60% of their plays. It's become the foundation of many offenses because it offers the most flexibility with personnel and play calling. Pro set. Picture the single back formation, but split those running backs on either side of the quarterback. That's the pro set, and it was the standard formation for decades. You have 2 tailbacks, but instead of lining up one behind the other like in the I formation, they're side by side, about 4 yards behind the quarterback. This formation created incredible deception. The defense doesn't know which back is getting the ball until the quarterback turns.
Snaps it for me.
One back could get a quick dive play between the guards, the other back could get a sweep around the outside, or both backs could go out for passes. The quarterback has multiple options based on what he sees from the defense. The blocking schemes were devastating too. One back could lead block for the other on running plays. Both backs could stay in to protect against blitzes. On pass plays, you could send one back out on a route while the other stayed in to block. Teams like Washington under Joe Gibbs built championship offenses around the pro set. They'd use different combinations of backs, sometimes 2 tailbacks, sometimes a fullback and tailback, sometimes even a tight end flexed out as a wingback. But the pro set died for the same reason as the I formation. Modern defenses use too many defensive backs. With only 2 receivers and 2 tight ends maximum, you can't stress defenses that put 6 or 7 defensive backs on the field. The formation occasionally shows up in short yardage situations, but as a base offense, it's gone. Teams realize they get more value from a 3rd receiver than from a 2nd running back. Shotgun. Now we get to the formation that changed everything, the shotgun. The quarterback doesn't line up under center. Instead, he stands 5 to 7 yards behind the center and catches the snap through the air. Red Hickey of the San Francisco 49ers brought the shotgun to the NFL in 1960, but Tom Landry's Dallas Cowboys made it famous in the 70s. They called it their signature formation, especially on 3rd down. The shotgun gives the quarterback massive advantages. He starts already in throwing position, no 7-step drop, no wasted time. He can see the entire field before the snap and identify where the defense is vulnerable. He has more time to throw because he's already set up in the pocket. but early shotgun teams couldn't run the ball effectively. The running back started too far from the line of scrimmage and couldn't build momentum. Defense
So why don't you put the running back position a little bit more upper than the QB? Then you could utilize the running back as both a running back, and an extra guard. For me, like to use that extra guard, left or right, or a tackle. Like
could focus entirely on stopping the pass because the run threat was minimal. Modern teams solve this problem with zone read plays. Here's how it works. The quarterback reads one specific defender, usually the defensive end. If that defender rushes the quarterback hands the ball to the running back. If that defender stays to stop the running back, the quarterback keeps the ball and runs. This puts the defense in an impossible situation. They can't account for both the quarterback and the running back with the same defender. Someone's always wrong, and someone's always running free. The 2007 Patriots used shotgun as their primary formation and scored 587 points, a record at the time. They combined Tom Brady's quick passing with running backs who could catch out of the backfield, making the formation incredibly versatile. Today, NFL teams use shotgun about as often as the single back formation. A few teams like the Cardinals and Eagles use it on more than 80% of their plays. It's become the standard because it maximizes the quarterback's vision and reaction time while still maintaining running threats. Pistol. Take the shotgun formation, but move the quarterback closer to the center and put the running back directly behind him. That's the pistol formation, and it combines the best of both worlds. The quarterback lines up only 3 to 4 yards behind center, closer than shotgun, but farther than under center. The running back lines up directly behind the quarterback, not off to the side like in traditional shotgun. Chris Ault at the University of Nevada developed this formation because he loved the vision benefits of shotgun, but hated how it hurt his running game. The pistol lets the running back attack downhill, straight toward the line of scrimmage, instead of sideways like in shotgun. This matters because momentum is everything in football. A running back who takes the handoff moving forward is much more dangerous than one who starts moving sideways and has to redirect toward the line. The pistol also makes zone read plays more effective. The quarterback and running back are closer together, making it harder for defenses to read who's getting the ball. The fake handoff looks more realistic, and the actual handoff is more secure. The Chiefs were the first NFL team to use pistol regularly in 2008. The 49ers added it when Colin Kaepernick became their starter. He had run it at Nevada under Chris Ault. By the late 2010s, the pistol became the foundation for RPO offenses. That's run-pass options where the quarterback decides whether to hand off or throw based on what he sees. The Ravens used it extensively with Lamar Jackson to create one of the most explosive offenses in NFL history. The pistol works best with mobile quarterbacks who can run zone read plays and RPOs effectively. It's not as common with pocket passers who don't have running ability. Spread. Take the single back formation and replace the tight end with another receiver. Now you have 4 wide receivers and 1 running back. Welcome to the spread formation. The goal is simple. Force the defense to cover the entire width of the field. With 4 receivers spread out from sideline to sideline, the defense has to spread out too. This creates more space in the middle of the field and lighter boxes for running. Here's the mathematical beauty. If the defense wants to cover 4 receivers, they need to bring in their dime package, 6 defensive backs. That leaves only 5 defenders in the box to stop your running back. Your 5 offensive linemen plus the running back versus 5 defenders creates favorable matchups. If the defense tries to stop your run by keeping more defenders in the box, you have 4 receivers running against fewer defensive backs. The numbers don't work for the defense either way. College teams like Texas Tech and Hawaii built their entire offenses around the spread. They'd throw quick passes to receivers in space, letting them use their speed to break big plays. The short passing game replaced the running game in terms of ball control. But spread formations have a weakness: pass protection. With no tight ends to help block, the quarterback better get rid of the ball fast. Most spread concepts feature 3-step passing routes designed to get the ball out in under 2.5 seconds. Modern NFL teams use spread concepts situationally rather than as a base offense. They'll go 4 wide on 3rd and long or in 2-minute drills, but they prefer the balance of having a tight end for most plays. Wildcat. Remove the quarterback entirely and snap the ball directly to a running back in shotgun formation. That's the Wildcat, and it shocked the NFL when the Miami Dolphins unveiled it in 2008. The concept is brilliant in its simplicity. Instead of having the quarterback hand off the ball, you eliminate the middleman. The running back gets the ball immediately and can see the defense clearly before deciding where to run. But here's the real advantage. You get an extra blocker. In normal running plays, the quarterback hands off the ball and then does nothing. In Wildcat, either the quarterback hands on it and off the Wildcat early and for third and concept all out aim and break. But spread formations have a weakness.
I like this
pass
one.
protection. 2 rather than as a base offense. They'll go 4 wide on 3rd and long or in 2-minute drills, but they prefer the balance of having a tight end for most plays. Wildcat. Remove the quarterback entirely and snap the ball directly to a running back in shotgun formation. That's the Wildcat, and it shocked the NFL when the Miami Dolphins unveiled it in 2008.
Wow.
The concept is brilliant in its simplicity. Instead of having the quarterback hand off the ball, you eliminate the middleman. The running back gets the ball immediately and can see the defense clearly before deciding where to run. But here's the real advantage. You get an extra blocker. In normal running plays, the quarterback hands off the ball and then does nothing. In Wildcat, either the quarterback becomes a receiver running a route or you replace him with another blocker. Now you have 10 players blocking for one runner instead of 9. The Dolphins used Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams in Wildcat packages and broke several long touchdown runs.
So he just immediately runs. That's why I don't like that. I mean, I guess, but like, I don't like that though. So he's just a QB then. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck nigga just did. Because like, he's the running back. Center snaps him the ball, so he has the option to run or pass the ball. So he's not just like a QB. He's not a QB. Confused.
Used Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams in Wildcat packages and broke several long touchdown runs. The formation was so effective that teams across the NFL started copying it, giving it their own names like Arkansas's Wild Hog. The Wildcat also created constraint for defenses. Even if they stopped the running play, they had to prepare for the possibility that the running back might throw a pass. Most Wildcat players can't throw well, but the threat forces defenses to keep someone deep just in case. However, the formation's effectiveness declined quickly. Defensive coordinators figured out that most Wildcat players couldn't throw accurately, so they brought extra defenders into the box to stop the run. Without a credible passing threat, the Wildcat became predictable. Teams still use Wildcat occasionally as a change of pace, but it's no longer a primary formation. The element of surprise was crucial to its success, and once that was gone, defenses could scheme against it. Empty backfield. Take every running back off the field and replace them with receivers. The quarterback stands alone in the backfield with 5 receivers.
That sounds more like it. You feel me? Like that shit right there. I know. I feel like this was just like the other one, but just like with the proper labels on this shit. Like, feel me? I still like. It depends. I still like the running back though, cause like the running back, he in the back. You feel me? Or a fullback. Fullback. All right, running back position, tight end, wide receiver. At the fullback, next to the QB. Feel me? But like, put a tight end on one side and put the fullback on the other side, right next to the QB. That give the QB enough time to scan the field and shit, and decide if you want to run. He could run a little bit, and they're gonna keep his offensive line gonna keep the pressure off of him until he decides. He got three running backs right there. You got two on each side, plus a tight end, and the fullback on the other side of the tight end is not on, and boom. I feel like that's like it's lit right there.
Running routes. This is empty backfield, and it's the ultimate passing formation. You'll see this on 3rd and long in 2-minute drills, or when teams absolutely need a completion. The mathematics are simple. 5 receivers running routes means 5 potential completions. Even if the defense covers 4 perfectly, someone's probably open. The formation puts enormous pressure on defenses. They need to cover 5 receivers with 5 defensive backs, which usually means bringing in their dime package. But with no running threat, they can focus entirely on pass coverage. Empty backfield also forces defenses to rush the passer with their front 4 because they need every other defender in coverage.
I'm talking about the one I just came up with. You feel me? I mean, it worked. Like, because they got the fullback right there. That's also a running threat. So you got, boom, you got your wide receivers, you got the fullback, you got a tight end. That's it.
If those 4 rushers can't get pressure, the quarterback has time to find the open receiver among 5 options. The Patriots used empty backfield extensively with Tom Brady, especially in clutch situations. Brady's quick decision-making and accurate throwing made it nearly impossible to cover all 5 receivers effectively. But the formation has obvious weaknesses. With no running back to help block, the quarterback must get rid of the ball quickly. Most empty concepts feature quick 3-step routes designed to beat blitzes. Teams also use empty backfield for draw plays where the quarterback runs up the middle. With all the defenders spread out to cover receivers, the middle of the field is often open for a quarterback who can run. Jumbo. When you absolutely need 1 yard, you bring out the heaviest formation possible. Goal line or jumbo packages typically feature 3 tight ends, 2 running backs, and no wide receivers. The strategy is pure mathematics. You're putting 8 or 9 big bodies on the line of scrimmage against 7 or 8 defenders. Someone's getting moved, and a running back is going to squeeze through the gap. Teams often put offensive linemen at tight end positions in these formations. The Chicago Bears famously used defensive tackle William the Refrigerator Perry as a fullback in goal line situations during their 1985 championship season. The formation is designed to score by brute force. The tight ends and offensive linemen create a wall of humanity, while the fullback leads the way for the tailback. It's football at its most physical. But some teams have gotten creative with goal line formations. The Patriots used linebacker Mike Vrabel as an eligible receiver in goal line situations, throwing him touchdown passes in 2 Super Bowls because no one expected a linebacker to catch passes. The weakness is obvious. With only 1 receiver on the field, if the defense isn't worried about the pass, they can bring 9 or 10 defenders into the box. Most goal line formations are pure running plays with minimal passing threat. Modern teams use goal line packages sparingly because red zone offenses have become more sophisticated. Many teams prefer to use regular formations and rely on precise route running and quarterback accuracy rather than trying to overpower defenses. And that's that. What formation do you think gives offenses the biggest advantage in today's NFL?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Oh man, I feel like a tight end. I feel like the shotgun. I feel like the shotgun. Yeah, I feel like the shotgun, bro. Wait, hold on. How the fuck these niggas got 2 wide receivers? Oh yeah, I see that shit. Oh, yeah, I feel like. Let's see here, bro. Got the pro set. Got pro set. 2. I don't even need 2 running backs, bro. Oh, too much of them 2 running backs type shit. I feel like, all right, so single back. I like how the single back look. Oh, what if? Oh, what if? What if you have so the single back formation? But follow me now. The single back formation. Single back formation right here. You got two wide receivers. You got your defensive line right here, right? You got a wide receiver right here too, and with a tight end right there. But hold me now, hold me now. So right next to the pro set, you feel me? So you see how like the single back setup, you see how the pro set set up, right? So you got the tight end right here, and then feel me? So boom, so get rid of this, and that becomes a wide receiver right there, and then you got the boom right there. But we're gonna move the QB away from the center and put it like you see the shotgun right there. Oh shit, I'm blocking the shotgun, bro. Hold on, boom. Yeah, so you see the shotgun right there. You see how the wait, can niggas see my wait, niggas can't see my oh what the fuck? Wait, no, y'all can't see my what the heck? Nigga, what? Hold on. Y'all can't see my damn, bro. You can see my mouse? How the niggas can't see my mouse? Oh, there my mouse at. Okay, I got my motherfucking mouse back. Okay, so look. Now you got the single back right there. Right? See how the single back set up right there? You see the shit? Exactly. Now follow me now. Follow me now. So you got the single back, right? Boom, you got the tight end. You got the two wide receivers on the side. Boom, you got the tight end right there, right? And then you got the wide receiver right there. You see? I will remove the QB, put the QB a little bit back. I'll put the QB not like right here, like maybe like 4 yards back from the center. Boom. Now you got the running back right there, right? But take this running back
In the comments.
and then you're gonna like change him into a fullback. You feel me? A fullback. So now you got the fullback and you got the running back, right? So QB all the way here and you got the fullback right there. Yo, bro. Oh my gosh. Holy shit, bro. Now, bro. What? Oh, that's lit. Oh shit. Like the shotgun. Yo, so you see the shotgun? See shot, bro. The shotgun running back turns into a fullback. Running back turns into a fullback. In some plays, some plays, running back turns into a fullback. About that. Now, like you could. The cool thing about this too, you could put the fullback wherever you need to around the QB. Stand right before the snap, boom, snap it to the QB, fullback, pushing itself right behind the center type shit. Or boom, snap to the QB, fullback was on this side now, fullback on the other side of the QB. Oh shit, niggas can't see. Niggas can't see. Shit. Fuck, I lost my mouse again, bro. Boom. So yeah, basically, snap from the center, got it to the QB, and then you got the running back, which is not a running back, which is a fullback. Fullback. At full now while the QB scanning the field and shit. Now fullback like you feel me? Because like now it gives the QB more time. It gives the QB a little bit more time. You understand? Because you get the ball from the center and he's scanning the field. He's scanning the field. Maybe he got like 5 seconds to scan the field because like defense is applying mad pressure type shit. You feel me? But with the fullback, gives him maybe like 10 seconds of scanning time type shit. It gives him 10 seconds of scanning time. You understand? So now with the fullback right next to the QB, 10 seconds of scanning time. Wide receivers position themselves in the field with 10 seconds. Ball connecting every time, bro. Ball connecting every time, bro. So I ain't gonna lie. I like the shotgun. And they could replace the running back as a fullback type shit. And the spread ain't too bad either. I like the spread. Wait, what? Wait, how the fuck them? Oh, they don't got a tight end. I like the tight end in the position though. Definitely need a tight end. Definitely a tight end. Yeah, like the spread right here. Y'all niggas see the spread on me.
And
So you see the spread right here, bro. Boom. QB right here. Maybe a little closer to the center. And then fullback. Boom. Right here. And you got a tight end. Two wide receivers. Right there. You know, yeah, hold on. Yeah, the shotgun kind of like makes it look a little bit better. So boom. Tight end. Wide receiver. Offensive line. Center right there to QB, except for running back. You got a fullback in that position. Fuck.
if this
You got a fullback in that position right there, right next to the QB. So the QB has 10 seconds of scanning time instead of 6 seconds of scanning time. Yeah.
helped you understand how offenses try to attack defenses, hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns that'll change how you watch the game.
Shit.